Good morning. It's currently about 8 a.m. I am heading to the airport in about 10 minutes. I am just sitting here looking outside, just reflecting on this trip as well. But mostly on Dubai, I would say, without sounding too much like a fanboy here. I mean, this city is just amazing in terms of how things are set up, efficiency and everything. I think I've said this as well, and without sounding too much like a parrot, I'm amazed on how fast you can do things and make things happen here. I mean, 1.5 years ago, I set up my company here, and within 2 weeks, everything was done. Within 3 weeks, I had my residence, and so on and so on. And this time, I came back because I lost my residence card and my bank card. My resident cards, I got it back within 48 hours. Very smooth process. My bank cards, I got it within 48 hours, delivered to my home. One of them delivered outside the home. The efficiency is out of the world. I even went to the bank without the bank card, and I took a big chunk of money out in 3 different currencies. Like, there is no freaking way I would be able to go to the Netherlands, go to a bank there, walk in without an appointment and say like, oh, I need cash in these currencies and these amounts, and I would walk out there. Like, there's no way. And here you can do it within 50 minutes. Within 50 minutes, I was outside, back in a cab, driving home, and no questions asked, nothing. It's just, I don't know, efficiency, it's crazy, it's out of the world. Like, I definitely understand why people could live here all year long, because, I mean, the comfort, the safety, everything is there, even though I wouldn't be able to live here all year long, because it's just not my place to be. Gotta give it credits, because, it's well deserved. Anyways, I think it's time to start heading out. Luckily, the flight is only 2 hours and 50 minutes or so I'll be back in the cave, in the grind, in a few hours, and see you guys later.
God damn. Fuck running in place, I never do that. My destination is running the map. I run in your trap like running your work. For somebody get hurt, nigga, run or get clapped. I ain't cool with these dudes, I don't fool with these dudes. I don't wanna show love, I don't wanna give that.
So this is interesting. You see that? He filled in the form on February 23 as well. Alright, so if that happens again, something is weird or you don't have access or whatever, just text me right away, because it seems like you don't have the packages assigned to you. We can do maybe 1 or 2 hours, final 2 hours of the day in the afternoon, like working in a cafe.
All the things I do and the things I say. Guess who's back? Back again.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? JD's back. No, seriously. Guys, it feels good to be back in Sully. And don't get me wrong, I really love traveling. But coming back to a place where you have your comfort set up, your own car, your own bed, and so on, it just feels good to be back. Staying in Dubai is great and all, but staying in Airbnbs never really feels like a home. Anyways, back on the grind. We're currently heading to a cafe to meet one of our colleagues. I haven't seen her for a month, just to catch up with her, see how everything is going. And see if they have any questions about her role and stuff like that. After that, we might go for some drinks and some food as well. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, I'm glad that Rawa is back with me, because I don't have to hold the camera again, because I really suck at it, as you saw in the previous episode. Right now, or I would say this week, we're currently focusing on a lot of hiring within the company. And I think as an entrepreneur, you go through these stages where you get these bottlenecks you have to kind of master, or skills you have to learn before you can surpass that level that you're stuck on. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but what I'm trying to say is, currently we're struggling with hiring the right people, hiring top talent. I mean, it's very, very easy to hire mediocre talent. What I've realized is hiring 1 A player is equal to, I would say, 3 or even 4 C players. And I'd rather have 1 amazing freaking, A player than 2 B players or 3 C players, to be honest. So right now I'm trying to figure out where can we find these people, and how can we recognize them? Go right? Here?
Yes.
All right. If this guy allows me. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, A players currently this week, that's the focus, and I'll keep you guys posted. I'm gonna be here for another week and a half and then head to the Netherlands. Until then, I'm gonna try to do as much as possible and hire some top talent. But again, it's not easy nowadays, guys. Really not easy. Where do I go?
To the right.
Or to the right.
He's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Alright, now if you have been staring at the screen for the past 10 minutes like me, then I think it's time to call the day. Or call it the day, because right now it's 8 p.m. I'm just not efficient anymore. My brain is not working. I'm gonna go head to the gym and just reset everything and be fresh again for tomorrow. Today was mainly cave work. We didn't really go outside. I did wake up to a surprise. I noticed that my flights got canceled and I had to rebook everything and cancel some other plans that I created as well. The reason why it got canceled is because of all the drama that's happening in the Middle East, and yeah, it just is what it is. Luckily my schedule was pretty empty in the morning, so I had enough time to sort that out by myself. Anyways, nothing major happened today. It was mostly cave work, and that's very normal as an entrepreneur as well. I mean, it's not nice to have all those fancy trips and working from different places and so on and so on. But honestly, most of the time you want to be in a place where you don't get distracted. For now, I would say good night and till tomorrow.
I thought that I was dreaming when you said you loved me. The start of nothing, I had no chance to prepare, I couldn't see you coming. Start of nothing new.
Nee, ik vond het waardevol, Paul. En ik denk dat ik eigenlijk nog een paar vrienden heb. Eentje die heeft een e-commerce business. En die is redelijk, onlangs naar Dubai gegaan als zijn bedrijf. Maar hij heeft wel een hele moeilijke constructie, want hij heeft nog een huis, hij heeft nog een PV daar zo.
I just got off a call with a Dutch lawyer, and it was to ask for a second opinion. I've been in Dubai or registered in Dubai for more than 1.5 years with my company and myself as well. And although the company that helped me migrate to Dubai did everything as they should, I just wanted to have some extra approval or extra confirmation, I would say, that everything is set up correctly and there are no issues whatsoever or ties still with the Netherlands, because the last thing you want to do as an entrepreneur is to go to a place where the tax is in your favor but you don't have the construction set up correctly, so you could always be, I would say, taxed later on. That's the last thing you want to do. So just got the confirmation call. To be honest, these Dutch lawyers cost a shit ton of money, but it's all worth it because, well, if you make one small mistake, it's gonna cost you way more than just paying his hourly rate basically. Anyways guys, I think we're rounding up here and heading home back to the cave, because the next calls I have, they're a bit more in depth, so I have to be at home.
Ooh, I could hate you now. It's quite alright to hate me now. When we both know that deep down, the feeling still deep down is good. If I could see through walls, I could see you faking. If you could see my thoughts, you would see your faces. Safe in my rental, like an army truck back then.
So lately I've been getting more and more calls from old friends and people that I used to know, and asking if I can go over their website together for a second, or their ad account and so on. And just because I pick up the phone doesn't necessarily mean you are entitled to my time. And I know how it sounds, don't worry, it sounds arrogant as fuck, by the way, but hear me out for a second, because as an entrepreneur you are already busy enough and you're not looking for more things to add unexpectedly to your day, to be honest. And every moment you get to recharge, rewind, relax, you should take. And your goal is not to fill every minute of your day. Even if friends ask you like, hey, you're not working tonight, let's go out. I mean, this happened a few times this week, because I just got back from Dubai. I'm here for a week and then I'm leaving again, so people want to catch up. It's very normal, and I don't blame them, because they don't have any bad intentions to get you off your work. They just assume because you're not working that time, you can go out with them. Again, every moment you get as an entrepreneur to rewind and relax is highly necessary, because the next morning, you're going back on the battlefield and you might as well be rested, because if not, then, well, there's not much productivity coming out of you. Anyways guys, thank you for tuning in this week again. I am going for a quick run. Use that as my time, so I am busy. If anyone asks, I'll see you guys in the next episode.